understand this sometimes. So are we live? We are live. So I'm gonna have to greet everybody again because I was not streaming. I don't know what's happening, y'all. Your boy's having a day. But if you guys are on the vertical, if you want to see the whole table, I am putting the link on the chat. And let's get to it. I think I can see all the... I'm just making sure I can see all the streams, that's all. All right. I'm just gonna trust it. I'm drawing, let's go. So what I'm doing is I have on my monitors in front of me a image of Optimus Prime. A very specific image. Maybe you guys will be able to catch what it is as I'm going along. But because the request was pretty specific, I want to make sure that I give them what they want. All right. This thing is ridiculous. If the request was a little bit more, I'm gonna say free range, I feel like this is too big. Kind of like a... Then I think then the process would have been completely different. It wouldn't be so mechanical so early. But that's okay. So I need to see. So I have the image that I'm going to do the commission of in front of me in Photoshop. I think it was my cat in Photoshop with the rulers and the grid. And I don't normally do the grid often. I've been doing it lately because I have a habit of... I have a pretty bad habit of drawing either too big or too small, no matter what size the canvas is. All right, so I'm just looking for landmarks. I mean, I could... I guess I could try to freehand it. So what I would do if it was more of a freehand piece, I would still get my frames inside the box. I'll still do some form of a grid, but mainly to keep me in check of just for the dimensions of the page, so I won't draw, so I can keep everything in place. And even when I do the grid, if I was to do the whole 20 by 19, which I probably should do it. Ah, brother. Why not? Like I said, I'm suffering a headache today, so I'm dealing with indecisiveness. Yeah, I'm in live in Florida. We're having some interesting weather, and I think what I'm suffering is a barometric headache. The pressure here, either there's a storm coming or already here. Either way, kind of sucks. But we're gonna be all right. I don't think I need that much. 1, 2, tree. 1, 2, tree. In the reference is going to go, mainly is going to be in the bottom part of this page. I'm surprised. I'm going to be going through tangents, honestly, because I didn't have that much to talk about. I just wanted to stay busy today. Let me scooch this over. I wanted to stay busy. I didn't want to stay, I wanted to do some work. But I was actually exhausted from the painting I did the other day. Considering how light-hearted that painting was, it really took a lot out of me. I don't care if the lines don't line up completely or exact. Doing so kind of gives me an opportunity to freestyle. But I don't think I will. I think I want this to be as close to the request. I'm not going to worry too much now. I probably should have done this sooner, but it does not make for exciting live streaming. But it is an honest representation of what artists do. I used to feel some type of way about doing the grid system, and artists that do the grid system. I've had mixed success using it, but it is a viable system. And what if it's just tedious? This part is the tedious part, but I think, like all things, once you get a routine going, then it's no big deal. And considering how I am a bit OCD, tediousness is my jam. Hello, Ike. How you doing, brother? Welcome. Hey, Ike, are you a fan of the Transformers, bud? From the 1980s? I think we're in the same age group. In the same era. Awesome. I'm glad you're okay, man. I know you're always working, brother, and I appreciate that. I mean, I appreciate you coming through here. Oh, look at that! I messed up. Wow. Way off. I thought. Yes, I said if you were a fan of Transformers, I just ruined my whole grid. P.U. And now I don't know from where. Here's one of the reasons why I don't mess with the grid. I made the mistake of thinking that the width of this T-square was an inch. And maybe I was secretly hoping that it was. No, not too familiar. That's all right. They're just cool, giant robots, bro. Alright, let's try this again. I'm like all the way shook about this. I'm gonna end up spending the whole time trying to do a grid. And that's not fun at all. I feel bad, brother, because the last time I was on, I kind of jumped off when you joined me. You jumped on near the end of my stream. So I'm glad I can catch it, and I can ask you if you had a pleasant Easter, brother. Well, nice weekend. Fantastic. Fantastic. You working on anything while you're watching, or you just decompressing? You didn't make a lot of art. I think that's all right. We could all use a break. You got lasers? Nah, man. Said everybody can use a break. I have a lot of stuff that's scheduled, so I give the impression that I'm always working on stuff. Feels like it though. But it was actually quite an eventful Easter weekend. Joined a art auction for some artists trying to raise some money on Saturday, and then just basically cooking all day on Sunday and hanging out with my daughter and the kids. That'd be cool. This little exercise becomes rhythmic, and like I said, I'm a bit OCD, man, and this is it scratches that itch. I think I can imagine these lines. I don't know if I'm gonna have to. Let's do it anyway. Yeah, it was not bad. A lot of stuff going on down here. So, yeah, it wasn't bad. It was a nice way to kind of chill. Or try to. What's up, Omer? Omer on the vert. How you doing, bro? How you doing? Yeah, if you like the weird angle, that was one thing. Because of this page is so big, it's 16 by 20. That if the vertical screen would only capture this piece, so I had to rotate it. But now I have my hand here to remind me that way that if I share something, to make sure the logo is that way, that is pointed upward. I got something cool to share. This thing is actually really cool, and I had just received it in the mail, the mock-up for the Crumb Anthology #2. I've never bought anything or picked up anything like this. It's a really cool way to... Oh, some of this artwork is amazing. For someone like myself who's trying to do or learn sequential, this is such a cool way to see how indie artists do it. And I'm going to be pouring over this thing. But also selfishly, Selfishly, I was going to talk about this thing. Your boy pulling, bringing it up in the rear. Pause on that. So I thought that was cool, and anytime you can get your work published, indie, professional, I think indie being the way right now, I think that's pretty cool. But I figured I don't know how many of those are going to be out in the open. I hope there's a ton of them. But I'm thinking that for me, again, selfishly, to see my pencils, this will be the first time to see my actual pencils on a piece of publication that's not a personal project or what do they call it? A vanity project. So, and it's going to be next to a ton of other indie artists. I think that's freaking cool. But it really, looking at this, I'm like, man, I really should have. I didn't know a lot about the character. That's why a lot of this is going to be in hindsight, right? 2020 all the way. I wish I would have grabbed this sooner to get a feel for the character. I would have done an homage on one of these old school panels. I still will. Maybe I can do something for the next anthologies. But anyway, I'm jumping ahead. But yeah, man, it is very cool. Thank you, man. Yeah, the behind the scenes, it's really cool. Okay. Grid is up. I'm going to have to move that here. There's so many things. There's only so much screen real estate that I have to merge and blend everything so I can see and you guys can see. Oh, thank you, Ike. It's cool. It's cool. And I gotta give a thanks to Charlie of Saboteur Comics, because he kept earwigging me about Crom. Did you do it? Are you gonna do it? Are you gonna participate? And I had no idea what he was talking about. And I finally kind of like, it clicked, and I checked up on it and said that would be an amazing opportunity to see if I can get something in there. All right, let's see. All right, grid is up, so I'm going to start putting down some lines on this thing. I don't know if I want to use the blue pencil to do it. Let's figure it out. Let's do it together. We're going to learn together. So I'm doing Optimus Prime here. I hate drawing with grid. I really do. I shouldn't say hate. I just don't do it often enough to feel comfortable doing it. I guess that's the diplomatic way to do it. Do you guys use you guys are artists, have you ever used the grid method, Omer? And Ike, when you do I know you do freehand when you use your references. Do you ever try to do photorealistic and get the grid going? That's in between 3 and 4. Never used the grid? Yeah. Crap, what was it? Was it this one? I like bringing out I got a running joke with said Saboteur Comics about all the different rulers that we have. He ain't got this one. That's all good. Yeah. You like the T-square. Omar, I was asking about the grid. If you've used the grid system before, or sparingly, or in any other pieces, or used them many times. Gotcha. I rarely use it. I've been doing it more often because of I don't use the page very well sometimes, because I'm always trying to put stuff in your face. So I either draw too big or not big enough. So lately I've been using the grid to keep me tight and in center. But today I'm using it to be exact. Let's see how that works out. So what I don't like about the grid is that it just makes certain things tedious. Not only drawing the grid is tedious, putting the grid down is tedious. You never use it, you will eventually, especially for complex pages. I'll have to start. Yeah. I think it's already off, but see, that's cool. I kind of like that, the bigger line, but using it for the students for projects. Yeah, I can dig it. I can dig it. I don't know how tight I'm gonna do. I really want to make it look. Oh, I didn't realize I chose this one. So what I'm doing for this piece is this is the moment, and so this is for an Optimus Prime commission, and it was requested to do the death scene of Optimus Prime. So I don't mean to traumatize anyone, but yes, the death scene of Optimus Prime. Is that right? If you get good at the grid, it will make your free hand faster. Yeah, because I think your mind will start seeing the grid itself. I mean, I think that's the goal here. I just didn't realize how many portrait painters use it. I'm really slow with it because I'm not accustomed to it. Like I'm more used to just creating the box and drawing in the box and making it fit in there. No, I lost my place. Hold on. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, brother, because I am struggling. I'm struggling only because it forces me to slow down. I think both of us maybe. Well, all of us in here are kind of like, Paige, let me just jump in here and start feeling my way around the page and making everything fit. Well, I really am struggling. All right, I need to put numbers in here. Yeah. Yep. That's the one thing I've noticed. Again, from the watching portrait artist of the year competitions recently, how many of them use technology? And I get it, and a lot of them honestly are the younger artists, the ones that don't or haven't really gone to school for it, but are just amazingly talented. They call him Mellow Yellow. That's right. Who you calling yellow? 1, 2, 3, right here somewhere. What is going on, Caleb? Mr. Reynolds. But when it does come along, it's like freaking magic. When you step back and you see everything in the place where it's supposed to be, magic. So I don't know. I think I don't know how tight I'm gonna be to adhere to it. I just think once I get an idea and have everything in the right place, I'll probably freehand it a bit more. Plus, it's hard to see with the damn grid. Period. One, because the image I'm looking at, I should have changed the contrast to it. This really does change the way your eyes perceive something in terms of size. And there's certain things that are bigger or smaller. Yes. Yeah, let me, you know what? Let me see if I can show you guys the actual image I'm using. Yeah, bro, I wouldn't be using the grid. I'm not that crazy. Let me see if I can show you. Give me one hot second as I work the technology. Probably won't be able to show it on the small vertical. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing now, Omer. I'm trying to like, once I found where the antennas of his head is going to be, I found the line that I think I'm going to just start following square by square. First being a little bit more mechanical, and then allowing some freehand. In 1 second, I'm going to show. I'm going to do image. Desktop. Well, I guess I can put that up here. I'll keep that up here. That is the image I am looking at. Traumatized 80s kids. Oh, and that's gonna be weird because you guys are seeing it in anyway. So well, it's getting warm now. Hold on. One of the reasons why why it piqued my interest was I want to use this specific effect with gouache to make it look like it has a lot of dents and crevices and cracks and detail. So that's the goal. I'm scooching over. You didn't like the the reference on that side? I guess I can. I'm gonna have to do this to it. What up, Saboteur? They all left here. I think Caleb's still hanging around there. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, the detail. Plus, I don't think my grid is accurate. And that's alright. I think once I get a feel for where everything is, I'll be alright. How you doing, Saboteur? You're are you off the your press tour, bruh? He famous. He YouTube famous. He said, why am I drawing dead Optimus? Well, I hesitated for a hot second. I don't draw robots often, if at all. So I had a request come in and say, hey, do Optimus Prime. I'm like, all right. And then a few minutes later, it was like, do dead Optimus Prime. And I'm like, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. It looks off already. Don't care. So that's why, man. I thought that was interesting. It it was so out of nowhere. Sabby missed it, bro. What you know about the industrial ginormous T-square? Unless I'm thinking of something different. Okay, where's it? Hold on, let me see these things here. Do the Transformers turn into cars or tanks or something like that? I vaguely remember people talking about these when we were kids. Yes, so they would turn into vehicles, all types of vehicles, and weapons. If you were the bad guys, you could turn into weapons. A radio, which is dope. I actually have Optimus and Shockwave. Tight grid, keep it 2 to 3. Small as the grid can cause distortion. Yeah, you probably already see me causing distortion here. And Saboteur. Are you saying Saboteur is a sellout or Saboteur is sold out? I think it's sold out. Tommy's is a success. It's an absolute success. That book is bananas, man. I really don't even know how to describe the visceral feeling of reading that book. It really is something else. It really feels like 70s horror, like the feeling you get when you watch Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the original, and in the beginning it says based on actual events. that chilling feeling of what you shouldn't be watching something, but you can't stop watching it. That was the feeling I got as I was reading Tommy's, man. It was well done, dude. Well done. Amazing. I don't know if that's a way to sell it, but it's absolutely, it was actually really cool. Was not expecting it. In the end, wait, can we see Dead Up on the Yes, I just added Dead Optimus reference on the vertical. I'll see. Now I'm playing with ping pong with Saboteur. No, don't say that about Ike. Is cool. I think I'm already kind of like veering off the grid here. But man, yeah, this was traumatizing. So, Ike there was a cartoon in the early '80s, super popular of these characters, and this guy that I'm drawing was their leader. And for the movie, they decided to make it a advertisement for the new toys, the new generation of toys. But to do that, I guess they could not live in harmony, so they had to kill and replace a lot of the classic or loved characters. And Optimus here was one of those characters. And I didn't see this movie in the theaters, and I'm glad I didn't. It would have broke my heart. I don't want to talk about it. But when I saw it on VHS, it still had that same effect. I should I showed you this scene here. Right after this scene, Optimus finally goes full gray. His life essence dips, and his head turns like it goes limp. But I didn't want to do that just yet. I think this is a really cool moment right before the body goes limp. Ooh, Sab, you can use that in your book. It's a real cool moment right before the body goes limp. It's a little dark. Dude, it was bruh. You know what though? It was because of that movie that they changed Duke from G.I. Joe's fate. He was supposed to die as well, but it was such a backlash that they made him survive. And you know what? I would have been okay with Duke dying. But yeah. So anywho, the commission said it suggested this one. I said, let's go for it. So limp bodies makes it hard to carry though. But yeah, none of the current movies had that same weight. Maybe the first movie, but then the way they killed Jazz in that first movie was kind of a stinker. But anyway, uh, the impact that movie had. Transformers, Dr. Boot. All right, I can be a little bit more creative with some of this stuff here. But yeah, so I thought the concept, the idea of doing this was so just out of left field that I kind of stopped all this other stuff that I was kind of working on, just to get a refresh. Get a little refresher of something a little dark, a little traumatizing. Sab, I bought this thing because of you, bro, and I don't know how to use it. So you gotta you gotta help me out one day. This is basically to avoid doing the grid, right? You go in here, you get your measuring on? I thought it was a little bit more bananas than if it's just that simple. All right. Ah. well, don't we feel silly now? So that's the one you was talking about. So when we was talking about rulers, so I was talking about this one and you was talking about that one. So then I went and bought this one because you thought I bought this one. Well, at least we should be able to. Yes, I've seen Halder. I've seen him use it on his videos. And he did it just like that, just comparing it instead of using your pencil or whatever. All right, I should probably not have used the blue, but that's okay. Yeah, well, I was looking at that too. That puncher you was looking at. It's great to make for shortening, right? Because you can just make your dots, hook it up, and get some really good perspective grids. Is what I'm looking for. The word I'm looking for. All right, I can go a little bit more freehand on these things. Plus it'll look cool. Omer, were they able to get your interwebs fixed? I'm gonna have to straighten that one out. I was thinking of getting that puncher set, but it's a little bit above my price range right now. One of those dress. Rough up these lines. Awesome. Oh man, this really is something else. I probably should have done this grid project on the sneaky. It does slow you down. But you guys ain't doing nothing, so. There's where he keeps the matrix. Oopsies. It must show. It must be. It must be me and my bad perception. That as precise as this feels and looks, it doesn't feel natural. That makes sense. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so cause I think it's just because it's precise. And like I said, there was something I mentioned earlier about perception. I don't know. Don't know, brother. Okay. Plus, I'm looking at something straight on in my reference, and this is at an angle. I'm looking at my monitors, so everything just skewed. Well, it's gonna look weird. Maybe. She's gotta trust the process. Right? It's almost like everything it's saying is correct, sir. You're extremely learned. But yeah, I'm gonna read that out because it makes so much sense. It forces you to focus on perception and scale. You quickly realize that you don't really pay that close attention to all the little details, and it almost seems like too much info, like sensory overload. And like I said, everything things that you would think be bigger or narrower. Um, I have a, mm, I have a feeling because there's something here. I still got a feeling that everything's off. Eh, yeah, my thing is that I kind of abandoned it really quick. I'm gonna have to redraw some of these lines, but that's cool. That's where that line goes. I might end up abandoning this whole grid thing really early. If I can get the feel for what I'm doing, I think I'll do that. because I'm a quitter. Um, what's out of focus? That'd be great. Oh, so to you guys, it probably looks amazing because it's out of focus. Yeah, it's on canvas. Yeah. It goes to show how much we. Oh yeah. It goes to show how much we go by feel, how instinctual, no matter if it's good or bad, how instinctual, or how much instinct we use when we're drawing, and how much that instinct is off. I'm gonna do this instead. Ah, I thought you said it was out of focus. My bad. My bad. You got ridges there, ridges there. This piece here. Thanks, homie. Appreciate you. Does it have to be Michael Jackson? But yeah, man, if that's what you want. If that's what you want. You needed to say Neverland? That is funny. He was protecting those kids, bro. Yeah, we can work on something. Absolutely. If you're serious, absolutely. If you're joking, absolutely. But yeah, absolutely, man. Do you want him in the zombie makeup? You almost made me spit my. Oh, not his. You can't make Omer spit out his second cup of Joe, bro. That's a party foul. I'm actually close to having another cup. Wait, who made you spit out the me or Seth? I feel like this thins out way. It thins out way too much. Do it, brother. Yeah, send me what you need to, man. I'll do my best. It'll be fun. No, I want the white Michael with long hair. You want the Millennium Michael? Oh, he was, man. He was protecting him from Epstein. I lost it here. That's okay. Losing free, losing free. Oh yeah, when's that coming? Is that his nephew? The kid that's playing the part of Michael. Is that Jermaine Jackson's nephew? The son of Jermaine Jackson, Michael's nephew is what I meant to say if I had the ability to use words. He has a likeness. He doesn't quite look like Mike. He looks more like his dad, if that is the case. But yeah, you got to get that Michael art in there so we can get those views. Seb, you making any more? I heard it was. You know what? While we chilling, I think it is. I think it's his nephew. Yep, it's his nephew, Jafar Jackson. It doesn't say who's his pops though. Antoine Fuqua is doing the movie. I didn't see that coming. I'm sure it had to do with your art too, bro. That thing was looking nice. I tell you what though, don't nobody feel. There's nobody feeling that Supergirl. So I basically I was in the void. I was in the void. But I'll share it with you guys because I know you guys are my buddies. Until you guys shut off. It's a very good idea. I thought so too. Thank you, good friend. I thought so too. Here, I'm gonna take a quick break from this one. I need drink. Excuse me, I'm eating. Eating. I'm eating my drink. Have you guys ever had this? Aloe vera mango flavor. But it has basically aloe snot. There's aloe bits in here, so it's. Mm-mm. It's a drink and a snack. But yeah, bro, I appreciate that. This thing. Excuse me. For an artist who's always wanted to do something like this, I mean, we are all comic book nerds, and the first thing that we ever do is we gravitate to covers. And even this sketch cover painting kind of brought that same feel. So it's cool. I'll take it. It was a challenge, dude. I was exhausted by the time I was done with this thing. Wait, it's this way? No, it's this way. There's a lot to learn though. I didn't realize I had the wrong gesso, but I think it worked for this purpose. The gesso I used to protect the cover, to be able to paint over it at all, is leaves a smooth texture, and I was accustomed to using this gesso here. And this is acrylic medium, so it gives a little bit of tooth. But I used this one. It doesn't say if it's acrylic texture, but it has a smooth texture, which messed me up. Because I was like, man, how many coats do I have to put on this thing so I can feel the tooth? And then I read in the fine print that it was smooth. Who knew? If only I would have read the instructions or the directions or the the label. But anyway, I think for this purpose it worked. It but it caused me to blend differently. I couldn't blend the way I was doing on canvas or on even on the artboard, because no matter what, it would just keep pulling up the bottom layer, and that's a bummer. But it worked. I like the way the face came out, very painterly. But it's exhausting because you know, I'm so accustomed to drawing big ugly dudes or big boof Shia LaBeoufs that you had to concentrate a bit more. But yeah, man, doing this, and then where's Saboteur still there? I was able to grab the Crom stuff. I gave you props earlier. I'll give you props again, man. Thank you for introducing me not only to the character, to the dude, to Kurt in 6 Degrees of Saboteur. And dude, if you end up doing a small story for them, if you end up doing something like that, maybe we can collaborate on some art on it. Because I can't write. But maybe we could do something. But I would like to. Now that I have some of the original stories, the 3 original stories in this book here, I want to redo something from The Giant from the Beyond. The Giant from Beyond. I think that there's some panels in here that look beautiful. And I would like to see if I can do that. He slit his eyes. Spoiler alert. And then again, man, because of you earwigging me on this is part 2. I might have to grab part 1. But this is that mock-up. But yeah, man, and I was saying earlier how selfishly, this was the reason why I grabbed it. To see my stuff printed in pencil, and this will be until the future. Doing something in pencil and seeing it printed and published is really cool, and I wanted to show something. Because I think that's pretty. Look at that Optimus. Hold on, let me. We'll be right back, Optimus. Dude, that'd be dope. A story with no words. Heck yeah! I had a very similar idea. And it was going to have one phrase throughout the whole story, and it was going to be "What have you done?" And it was a barbarian story. This is before Crom. This is when I was doing a lot of the Conan stuff. What have you done was the only phrase that was going to be spoken in English, in barbarian speech, or whatever that speech was going to be, or that language, and then an ancient, another language. So all 3 times that the expression is said, it would be in a different language. And I don't think I'll end up doing it, but let's see. So, old barbarian, during his last pillage with his group, they steal a gem. They kill everyone in this temple, steal a gem because they're pillagers, and they go and they leave. Our hero puts that sword away and goes and travels home, and in between him leaving and getting home, he's being hunted. He gets home, hangs out with his I wanted a scene where he gets home, it's dark, and 2 little beady eyes are hunting around him and attack him, and he's flailing and fighting, and he knocks over a clay jar. Candle, a female figure approaches with a candle light, and she, in their language, says, "What have you done?" And they notice that the hero has his two kids latched around him, and their jar is broken. So that was going to be the first time, and then the second time was going to be later. Anyway, that was the beginning of it. So on and so forth. Oh yeah, dude. Again. And then, wow. I might do a print of this and send it to Kurt with a giant thank you. And this is the what that's gonna look like. I already sent him the finished piece digital. But yeah, if he just because I appreciate the opportunity. And all this is gouache, I just have to seal it. So you see the textures on the wall here. I'm going to do that in a larger scale to Dead Optimus, to Doptimus. And then I can really put that stuff in there. Louis Alva, thank you, sir. I don't think I have it anywhere else. But yeah, I think I'm going to generate this as a print. And thank you, I appreciate that. And send it to Kurt, the curator and artist for this book. And maybe I'll put it up there. Louis Alva, I was showing my son your work, your recent stuff, and he loves that, man, what you were doing. And then I showed him the Batman you did with the water-based acrylics that I mentioned to you in a previous, that it looked almost digital and beautiful stuff. This is before you went to your WonderCon, I think, in Cali, in San Diego. But yeah, I can't wait to see the fully done Chrome book. That'll be great. There's some amazing art in here. And what a great way to study sequential art and how indie guys do it. That's a great piece. Oh, I love how rough it is. And people, I don't know, I think this might be one of those books you only share with creatives. Because I think if I was to show a friend of mine's or family and go, check this out, they'd be like, what is this? Why do you have unfinished stuff? And like, I don't think you're getting the point. This is as close to like a artist edition to, look at this piece, to indie artist. I saw this after the fact and I'm like, oh, I should have, right? I should have went a little bit, I think I may have played it safe with my version, but we live and we learn. Yeah, I can't wait to go through this. I can't wait to read this thing. This thing was, and get inspired by it and do some stuff off of this. That's going to be fun. Put that aside. Oh, and the Supergirl. Thanks, man. Like I said, I have about 7 or 8 of these blank comic book covers. I am grabbing. I got a bunch of stuff around me that I'm trying to grab. Come on now. Get some Xena in there? Can we get some Xena her flowers, yo? I have no idea what I'm gonna do with this, but I saw it and I'm like, I grabbed it. I have a cool idea that I'm not gonna tell you guys until I do it. For this, all I'll say is this. I'm gonna do, I might do the drawing, I might paint it, but it's based off of something I saw in here. Ooh. You'll never know. Take it easy, Sabo. Appreciate you swinging through. If you're serious about that, Michael, that's so weird to say. If you're serious, hit me up. We'll definitely take care of something. So anyway, I got a bunch of these that I want to do. And the Supergirl was she was the first one. The cherry, right? She was the one that, if I can pull it off, if I can do gouache on these covers, then, and I feel some type of way because this was going to be the throwaway one. If it wasn't successful, nobody was going to see it, and I was probably going to be in my feels about it. But for the three things that I could come up with, 3 good things about it and 3 bad things about it. But those 3 bad things are more of a learning, and I'm willing to do that. But the light really does, in here, my halo light really does give it make it look a lot better. Like it's super textured. It's a bit muddy, but I think, not muddy, over blended, over mixed, over. But you get to see all the cool colors. Anyway, thank you for the compliment on the Supergirl. I liked it. I like it. Alright, let's finish with Optimus. Dead Optimus Prime. I think it could be a bit looser. I think I have most of the frame in. See, man, from your ears, from your lips to God's ears. So I got this thing. I'm taking a break from to do this Optimus. That I have a few pieces that I'm gonna go and put up at a comic shop, in hopes that they sell, obviously. And I might bring that cover. And if I can get a few more covers in, I want to go with more than just the 3 pieces that I finished. This Punisher and the Daredevil. I want to go with a little bit more to have a collection of that they can show and promote. The Montoya. How you doing? Hello. Greetings and salutations. We're drawing Optimus Prime. I'll put in my reference again. I had to turn the vertical stream 90 degrees clockwise. Yeah, I don't think I have. They're so big. And I don't know if I showed you guys the finish of it. One second. Yeah, Dead Prime. Yeah, Montoya. I think it's been long enough that we're beyond the grieving process. So yeah, this is basically it looked like Ben Affleck. I couldn't remember that they were playing the movie recently that the DD on Ben Affleck's suit was over his left pec like a badge. I don't really care about the all that leather, but I'm from the bean, so Batfleck. He made a better Batman than a Daredevil. But I think that was my Punisher. It's kind of bright out. I have my halo light really bright. The Angel Lesso, thank you. No, don't worry, man. You don't have to apologize for showing up. I appreciate you. My wife's a fan of Bernthal, so when I showed the original piece, she doesn't look like Bernthal. So I broke his nose a little bit. And I took if Omer is still around, I took your advice and added just a hint of flesh on his face to differentiate from the gloves. And I love the white gloves. They actually kind of grew on me as I was painting them. And it made me think of doing Moon Knight. That would be a challenge to do Moon Knight. I have to learn from the mistakes of the DD movie. Yeah. I just think he needs to be more involved. Or he needed to. And I think that kind of happened with the Batman. I don't know what his version of his Batman movie would have been. But then he just became a clown in that Justice League movie. Little speck on the little tomato juice on the skull. Yeah, so those are the pieces that are going. I might do this one. My Spawn Bat blade. I'll see if I can ink this, make it a print out of it, and so I can give them a couple of things to look at. I got a Spider-Man that I am I don't know. I like it. I don't know if I like it enough to finish it and put it in that collection. But I kind of messed myself up. I liked this pose for the Silver Surfer. So now I want to do a Silver Surfer. And then I earwigged myself with Moon Knight. So I think I might do Silver Surfer and Moon Knight. This to add to the other two. Montoya, yes, I do make prints. Here, I'll put this up here. The you can find my prints here in my Etsy store and my Ko-fi shop. In my Ko-fi shop, I usually, it's probably going to be more original one-offs, canvases, stuff like that. Prints are being sold off of my Etsy. If it's going to be one-offs, if it's something that I don't want to put in there for mass consumption, you can let me know. I can put it in. I can place the order through Printful, and we'll do something like that. If you're interested, if so, let me know if there's anything that you see or saw that you're interested, or I'm cool. We could do it. But those are the stores, Etsy, and my Ko-fi shop. Original art mainly for in my Ko-fi shop. Like the stuff I'm selling for, hopefully they sell. I need to promote them a little bit more. The stuff I have going for, I'm gonna put this here too, for Shadowhawk and for Doc. In case you guys didn't see those. Not Doc, Don. Sorry about that. I didn't mean Doc. I meant Dawn from the Dawn Show. This one here, obviously, is up for sale on my Ko-fi shop. And my Magneto. And they're sealed and ready to go. But yeah, this more original stuff is going to go out there. I'm trying to... Etsy's weird, man. Just because none of it makes sense. None of it's ever fair and it doesn't make sense. So I had some Ninja Turtle pieces up there. So obviously you get the, hey, you can't sell that. And I'm like, okay, I'll take them out. I ain't got no problem with that. But if you go to Etsy and you type in Ninja Turtles, there's hundreds of thousands of people selling either straight images from the comics with stupid slogans underneath them, or straight up trashy AI art with Ninja Turtle. And it's like, come on, man. I did an actual original piece of the Turtles. It is what it is. So I got a splinter up there that I might have to remove because of it. So I'm trying to, I might end up, well, I think eventually, hopefully with some popularity and some business, I'll have my own store and get sued that way. We're trying to keep a young middle-aged artist down, man. It's extremely difficult to sell on those platforms. So, I'm thinking of one-offs, original prints maybe there and selling. I don't know. It's always fluid. It's always changing, just because they constantly change, moving the goalposts. So. I used to do a lot of stuff on TeePublic and on Redbubble, and it was the same thing. Oh, you can't sell that, this, that, and the other. And it's like, bro, you gotta sift. You have to sift through 300 other pieces of the same subject to single me out. Feels a little bit personal. Actually, it feels a lot of bit personal. Anyway, My rant. This is my rant for the week, for Wednesday. Hey Tama, thank you for swinging by. Yeah, man. They you can't. It's either word of mouth. Um, but once you start using print on demand stuff, it has to be almost one and done. See you later on the sneak tip. Or change the titles enough that it doesn't flag. Or I don't know. I don't know. It is extremely difficult, though. Not difficult, frustrating. Frustrating. Because again, then does become, it does feel personal. But I know I shouldn't take it personal. And yes, it is the benefit. But even still, if you have your own store, you're still subject to copyright. If I'm selling and making money off of a known IP, just because we brought it up, even this Optimus Prime, I can't make a print out of this. The only thing I can do is what I'm doing is either a commission or one off. Hey, this is what I did. Buy the whole thing. Bob's your uncle. I think that is okay. I think. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not your lawyer. I'm not Farrah and Farrah. What do you guys have? Organic growth is the way I believe is also its own challenges. Yes, it's all a learning process. And organic growth, yeah. A lot of this is in darkness, so I can only imagine what it looks like. Yeah, so. And unfortunately for me, I don't do, not yet anyway, any original IP stuff. Uh, you too kind, Homer. I am just but a student as you. I just, hey, I appreciate you swinging through, Montoya, as always. Ike says, I always wondered how it worked with sketching celebrities. Is an artist allowed to sell the sketches? That's what I'm thinking, right? You could. But listen, man, where I live, there's a mall. And in that mall, they have one of those kiosks where you can get Bart, Bart Simpson smoking a joint with Bob Marley. And it's like, really? Or you can have Marilyn Monroe hanging out with Tupac. Um, Babs Bunny with in a two-piece thong bikini, and then they're making money hand over fist, and it's like I don't. What is this? None of it's tasteful. It's all absurd in a mall. So who is collecting that? Who is watching that to protect those IPs? So I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, bro. But you try to sell a Supergirl print. or whatever it is. I don't know. You wonder. I always thought maybe those artists drew the celebrities just for recognition. That too. Everything is for recognition. If it wasn't, I'd be drawing this with the cameras off. Everything's an ad uh, for us artists. Hoping for the commission, hoping for a job. It really is. Unless you're your own creator, then you're just sharing the process. And hopefully you get monetized and then you just get paid for sharing the process. I know this is going to get... Yeah. The enshittification. I like that. Yeah, man. It's just like... It really is. It really is kind of gross. But, yeah. Subject matter aside, yeah, I think that's what they do. They call it parody. Like, subject matter aside, you go, whatever, whatever. But still, you do anything not even remotely like it, and you get flagged. And they make it seem so like you're stealing. It's like, I'm just trying to. I only made $3. I had from Redbubble. Redbubble and T-Public would sell something of mine. They'll be like, "Hey, you made a sale. Here's 20 cents. We made 20, but here's 20 cents. You're awesome." And then I'll get an email soon after going, "Yeah, you can't sell that no more. Enjoy your 3 cents, brother." Like, sheesh. So, but then you go on Instagram. There's an artist that I follow. He's amazing. I got his art book right there. I even I chat with him every once in a while on the gram. Ariel Olivetti, amazing artist. Every once in a while, Conan piece, He-Man piece. I think he just did Venom and Batman because he does covers. Sold. Okay. So that's okay. I guess if you don't get caught, it's okay. And I'm not trying to snitch on him. He's making money. He's an artist for those guys. So I don't know. Yeah. So it is a bit defeated. Well, if it is what it is, right? So that's why I canceled my shops. One, because you don't know if you're gonna get a soft ban or hard ban. Does that stay? Oh, you're so and so. You're mellow. You know you. I don't want to be. I'm too old to be having a ton of Gmail addresses just to sell. And if you do, right? If you do a parody or an homage that looks kind of like it, maybe just a little like it. What do they say instead? Oh, why, it'd be cool if you drew this. Well, it would be cool if I didn't get flagged for doing it. Anyway. Oh yeah, the 20 the 20 cent. And I'm being I'm being kind to Redbubble with the 20 cent payout. I'm pretty sure people are like, you get 20 cent. Here's the coolest thing about that stuff. It does help the ego a bit of an artist to know somebody did buy your stuff from halfway across the country, halfway across the world. I was doing portraits. I did a portrait of Swearingen, the character from Deadwood. Oh, I forget the actor's name. What is his name? Shane McShane, Ian McShane. I did a portrait of Ian McShane as Swearingen. I was selling postcards and stickers and stuff like that. Nope. Cool about it. Hey, somebody in Australia just got your stuff. I go, that's cool. No, I'm not comparing myself to Ariel. That's the that's the petty Mel. That's the petty Mel. I'm using him as an example. Shoot, I can't call him out. I bought his Domestica class. Can't be giving him money, but you got to understand the it's still the same character, no matter what the principle is. He can freely sell the character because he's a professional. What if my piece is really good? Because I don't have that name or that experience? Well, in the professional world, not necessarily in years. I mean, but no, I'm not comparing myself to him. I be in there asking him questions. Yeah, which one? So, yeah, that's what we was just referring to. Like, if it's a print, I can understand them hammering down. So, no, man, I want the same freedoms. Omar, can you tell I just read your your message? I know, I know, I know, I know. You know what I'm thinking? Maybe the people that dropped the band hammer on me thought the same thing. If I can't, he can't either. No, I'm not. I'm not comparing myself to Adio. It would have been nice. Appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you bringing me down to earth. Yeah, I do. We need that money. It's coming along. I didn't think I was going to do any of the shading, but why not? Uh, you know, it really is. It really does seem to be. It really did feel that way. But then I'm like you said, I was like, well, who the hell am I that they would do that? Like, what's the point? But then again, I guess there's not enough money for the rest of the world. I know. So, so yeah, I think it was just kind of butt when uh you make a sale and then that's the very next text you get or very next email you get from the place. You're like, well, I hope you enjoyed that 20 cent. Like I'm not naive. I know it's not supposed to be easy, any of it. But probably the hater list. You know what though? You know what, I think I know why. So this is one of the pieces, and this isn't traced, but it is an homage of an actual Akira Toriyama, and I'll show you the piece. So I drew and painted this piece and created these stickers, these no days off. So, I mean, that's almost one for one. And it was like, get them. So, I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. So that's why I'm kind of like slowly transferring my stuff and transferring my stuff and that one doing the Kofi. So and it makes more sense. Yes. So on both of you guys, time I would hope so. The thing is that also I'm in the good Lord's timeline, and He may have other plans for me. And for Omer, yes, coming out of pocket, and especially in a situation where I'm in, where my pockets are really shallow. Um, and getting shallower, shallower every day. There's always something. And I said it yesterday. I said it on Monday, because the devil's a liar. Um, for every positive thing that's had happened, there's always been a counter to it to kind of offset and try to keep me and people away from God's blessings, even though they can't. But we put boundaries over our eyes, and because we feel some type of way. But yeah, for every like um, it's kind of tight. You know, the fact that we're in a position where you almost have to buy a car to save money on gas. Like, that makes sense. But yeah, uh, there's a huge benefit to what we're doing, man. I meet a ton of people. Somebody will see something, and I'm not so big and so egotistical that I'm not willing to do something with other people. Oh yeah, we're doing the. This is the artistic cha-cha. One step forward, two step back, and a dip, and a dip. Oh yeah, oh yeah, Tim, I got you. I say it all every time I see schema. I call them out on it. You know, we are trying to put funds aside. My daughter's graduating this year. Would like to get family to come over and hang. One of the cars starts acting up. That requires money and mechanic, or as much as I can do. Uh, Two trees in our yard were being eaten alive by some fungus in the ground. We had to take care of those. Money that has to go. Every time we try to pinch, we get a bunch. But I have all my faith in the right place. I am not in despair in any way. It's just the human nature for us to. Where's my eraser? Um, to just feel like everything is stopping. And we basically go around saying, put it on my tab. So, it's just one of those things. I think that what happens is that me, well, there he is. I get caught up in what's tangible. Money is tangible. You can touch it. You can feel it. Those type of things. I think God works a lot in the stuff that's not tangible, in the physical sense. So I have always peace of mind, and it's one of the things that I pray the most for everyone I meet. I don't know what they're going through, if anything at all, but peace of mind. And there it goes. One second. Yeah, bro. First, thank you for Optimus. Should we call him Optimus? Optimus Prime. Yeah, man. It's always there to. Dude, I've been off from work. This is the longest ever that I've been out of work. And putting that burden, financial burden, on my better half sucks. You know? But we both feel, she feels that this is kind of like what I'm doing is the right thing to do. So, but yeah, feeling stuck, man, is telling you, brother, the devil's a liar, and I'll keep repeating it and calling him out on it. All right, this is dark, 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 dark. Well, I was thinking of typing. Tell me, were you feeling under the weather? I know, I think the last video, Susan's been feeling under the weather too. Ah, yes. cooties. Susan's got cooties. uh, finances, bro. Ugh. Um, yeah, but you're a good dude, man. The stuff you're doing to help out, just owning that stuff to help out with the those GoFundmes, that auction. Yeah, man, you're a good dude, and I hear you about. We're doing a lot that takes from those pockets, from our pockets, and with never a real guarantee of things coming back. But that stuff is seen, man. I tell you, you're a good dude. That stuff is seen. You're being seen, and that stuff comes back around. Something here. Something here. I don't really care for being accurate at this point. Yeah. Sorry for the scratchies. Yeah, man. Oh, I'm sorry. The Angel does ask what? Who's my favorite Transformer? Oh man, Rodimus Prime. No, I'm kidding. Poor Rodimus. Poor Rodimus Prime. Uh, besides Optimus, right? So we're gonna remove Optimus from the playing field. Who is my favorite Transformer? You know, during that movie, during the '80s movie, I was a fan of Hot Rod, not so much of a fan of Rodimus Prime. But Cup was awesome. Springer's one of my favorites. Didn't really care for no, yeah. Springer is dope. Cup was dope. RC's dope. Little cartoon crush from RC. Grimlock, the Dinobot. I have an idea for a Dinobot piece. I'm rereading some of this stuff here. Yes, my wife is a real one. She's the OG. She's my jam. Yeah. Um, we've been in a situation like this several times. Yeah. So I'm doing the vertical stream and the horizontal, but they never share the chat. Restream has been acting a little funky on me, so I haven't done Restream in a while, maybe in a week or two, because it was crashing while I would be live streaming. So I'm using OBS for horizontal, and I'm using the same OBS for the vertical stream. And you still get on the vertical, you still get the shorts audience. The doom scrollers. Love the doom scrollers. I don't have anyone. I have a Twitch, but I don't have anyone that follows me there. I was hoping to start gathering some traction there, but the only people that follow me on Twitch is the Twitch bots and the occasional Kofi reminder. I don't have enough followers on Instagram. So I was gonna do an overlay on the horizontal to show the chat, but meh. Why? Oh, Tema, I gotta show you. I got before you dip. Before I dip, how long am I in there? 2.5. That's not too bad. I think the drawing is pretty much done. There's one little square here. I didn't. Oh, I gotta do his the reflection here. Might as well. Uh, and at this point, it's just winging it. I didn't. I used the grid as much as possible. It is helpful. I don't have the patience for it. I don't think. I think if I wasn't recording, I probably would have a little bit more patience, because I could probably just throw on some headphones and forget about just lose myself in it. But I don't think I would have been able to get this accurate at all without it. Especially, I don't think I would be. Oh yeah, I think it's mellow. Hey, you know what's up? I'll do that. What is it? Mellow.tv? Yes. Mellow Warner. Appreciate you, man. That's the. Yeah, man. And what I end up, I only do that. The Angel Deso says, I'll follow on Twitch also. What is it? Uh, it's basically YouTube, but it's specifically to live stream. I think, right? It's just think of it as the world's largest cable network of real people streaming games, art, everything, everything. I used to stream off of my Xbox, my Halo stuff, Halo and Battlefield. The one I don't want to jump on, but I hear that it's really popular for artists is Twitch. Buh, not Twitch. TikTok. It doesn't show up. Oh, that's terrible. Hey, maybe that's why. Oh no. So I'm currently not streaming on Twitch right now. When I'm on Restream, it does Twitch. And Ike says if I have super chat, I do not have super chat enabled, my bud. Which is why I'm doing more of these live streams. You get a lot more watch hours from the live streams. I've noticed since I've been doing them near the end of December of last year and this January. My last video of 2025, my first video 26 did fairly well. And I was introducing the live stream, so I need about 1,000 more watch hours just to get just to open up super chat and members and all that stuff. Really? So that is my channel. Did I change the name of my channel? Oh, I did. Well, live streaming. Okay, here, try this one. I think that was my old one. I was trying to get everything under one umbrella. There you is. Boom, gotcha. Oh, you got 8 followers with me, bro. What do I got? I got 3. Yo, my family's tight. They follow me on Insta. Yeah, I changed the name, so that's my bad. And I had saved. I had an old link saved, but it should be mellow underscore AOTRT. Appreciate you. But yeah, Ike, brother, don't do not. Not yet. And I am following you as well. Should I use my other pencil to lock it down? Yeah, I'm looking forward to it because I think it's just at that cusp of the number of watch hours where it's in there. Yeah, oh, it's all good. He said the forbidden stream. The stream, what is it? What's which we shall not speak. It's all good. You know, something stuck to me when we was talking about it, about what you said about extending grace, and I thought that was such a grown-up thing to say and a very legitimate thing to say, and one that I was like, man, why didn't you think about that? Why didn't you think about that? But I was in my feels, and I appreciate that. Thank you. It made me change the way I thought about it. Nope. Nope. Hey, you want to know? Where is it? I just don't have enough, and I don't have enough stuff. I don't think I do. I mean, I could draw every day and be here and do something every day. I think I'm a little slow, but I'll tell you right now. I'm at 2,050. 2,050. He hasn't reached out to me either, except for that one day. That the end of the actual stream. But I think we're all right. Yeah. 2,050. Ooh, you're gonna make me pay for it though. And I'm surprised about that with you, Tama. Your stuff is so good. Yo, you know what would have been hilarious if you would have been like, become a member of my channel and sell it. And there's a course. Yeah, brother. If there's one thing that I hope I can share with people is that it really is a community, man. And there's so many amazing artists that are so tight, so tight, and so like gatekeep and just like and miserable. Like I don't want money from people. Yeah, I'm trying to sell prints and I want to be whatever. I want to be able to survive. But I want YouTube to pay me. Let YouTube do that. Let YouTube take care of that stuff. Let the viewer enjoy what they enjoy. I mean, I don't know if that's a proper business plan, but that's what I'm talking about. I'm signing up right now. Right now. It's behind the paywall. That's so funny. I knew it. But you're right, Tim. It's been a weird time. Uh, but I think that's why we have to do it. I mean, we're not heroes. I'm not trying to say that. I say it that way. But we are an escapism to certain people, ourselves included. So, 30 beans. 30 beans. Can I borrow $30? can, I borrow, can I borrow 30 bucks? Soon it won't even be that. Soon it'll be asking for, hey, can I get 2 gallons? Can you help me out with 2 gallons? Yep. Literally my video on why I don't take YouTube art classes anymore. Yeah, I remember. I think I remember you. I think I remember that video. I think the one, if I remember, it was like the person should not have even been teaching. A lot of that inside tech is not going to make sense, but I don't care. Ah. So instead of using OBS, use the phone, that phone app? Yeah. Yeah, the gatekeep. Even when they even when they're showing you the gate. Yeah, that's crazy. That makes sense. And you know, it's not difficult. I'm trying to think of the reason why I use OBS. There really is no reason for me to be using Restream. I don't have enough people. The benefit of Restream is being able to invite, right? Because it's basically you're sharing your a Zoom a Zoom meeting. Um, but because honestly, I still have those windows open. I'm using OBS, but I have my YouTube studio open to check out the stream. Not the stream. God help me. The chat. Well, OBS is having me go through the chat there. And my stuff is so bare bones. I don't do transitions. I don't do scenes. Anything like that. All right. Yeah. Do something, dude. There was a usually when I'm driving or parked waiting for my son. On the times that I catch your stream and I tell you that I'm driving, I'll inadvertently swipe or move the camera and it'll go to the next feed. Be people milking cows, people just singing bad karaoke. So you're not lying about the content. Tim, I think you do great on camera. Well, you heard it here first, folks. Get off the second party apps. Tell them Omer Glitch sent you. I think all I'm doing now is dirtying the Hey, Ike scooched over. How you doing, Ike? Welcome to the vertical stream, where all the cool kids are. No offense, the Angel Desu. I'm just kidding. None of us are cool. I'm moving that. Moving that. I don't think I need to see this anymore. I've been monetized for about half a year. I make like 50. Dude, you know how I how much I jokingly say what I would like from YouTube, enough to just buy another pencil. Um, Unbelievable. They only pay out 100, so it takes 2 months to get it. Wow. Oh, that's to keep you humbled. um, that's super helpful. No, it is. Tama says it's super helpful. Thanks for sharing that info, and thanks, Mello. But it's a lot of internal struggle to be that on, though. I feel anyone willing to watch me deserves something. Well, yeah, we're all a bunch of nerds. I have both streams open. Okay. Nice and natural. That last one where you was sharing your old work, it just makes it seem like, which is what I like to try to do. Like if you guys are basically just all in the same room together. Old art classes. I think. I think this one's ready to paint. But I won't be doing that today. That'll be on my second stream tonight. No, I'm just kidding. I gotta plan that. 3 months. That's crazy though. But no, that's awesome. It's crazy and awesome at the same time. In his defense, I'm sure it wasn't because of the content. So I think that the good thing about OBS is that you can actually is great for recording. So I wonder. I still enjoy doing narrative videos because people end up watching. I think going back to watch those a little bit more than live streams, unless you're David Finch. I'll be sitting there watching David Finch live streams from 5 years ago. So record and reset it. Speaking of, I didn't record. Me drawing this piece. Yeah. Yes, it does. You're right. Yeah, absolutely right. Yeah, my dude, I appreciate it. My problem is I get quiet during my unless people are engaging or anything like that. But me personally, because I'm so accustomed to drawing and doing all this stuff by myself with headphones or something like that, this has been a bigger change for me. So I'm either going to be talking about the piece or engaging with people. What do you say? That's not bad. If you can get a fan page, business page set up, and get 1,000 followers. There's money to be had everywhere. $1,000K. That's crazy. Excuse the sound. Sorry, guys. Yeah, and I've never thought of Facebook that way. Um, and I keep Facebook more for family, even though. But I'm pretty sure they get tired of my stuff because I post on Instagram and it immediately posts on my Facebook account to keep them in the loop. And I really don't know what gets people to follow you on Instagram either. I guess I'm gonna need that. No, I don't. It's right here. Yeah. Even with the posting, the only time in IG where I made an actual blip is because I actually did the boost and paid for it, and then I'm like, I'm not doing that again. Forget that. Forget that. I don't have the attention span for it, so they kind of get what I. But because it's in tandem with my YouTube. It really is one of the only reasons why. Gotcha. Gotcha. Understood, understood. It has to be business. Well, then I can do that for Arts of the Round Table. Arts of the Round Table, I'll share with you guys, is official. It's an official business here in Florida. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. appreciate that. Yeah, I am. I'm really just taking my time and really trying to make it happen. Absolutely, absolutely. Arts of the Round Table should be a just a page full of all the artists, links, and social media accounts to go and follow and become a platform where people just go, who that? And just go get it. I'm telling you. It's gray. This is not light. That's gray. I'm gonna have to get a little vacuum. Pum pum. Anything else? This is a lens. And it has to be darker in the inside. Nope. Alright, where is it? Killer pencil. I got you, bro. I got you. Am I not logged in? Alright. I'll definitely check it out. Yeah, is it shameless if I hit the hundos and the hearts? Absolutely not. It's not shameless at all. But, bro, dude, I really appreciate you, man. What do you got going on today? What's today? You got your hump day today. Promote that. Promote your. And it's later on this evening. I gotta take some pics of this so I can. Yeah, I'm trying to think the two time. I think that's all I'm gonna do on this piece. I think if I gotta clean up my area so I can paint it. Tema, if you're still there, I wanted to show you the finished Supergirl cover. I didn't get a chance to record the finishing of it. But oh, I gotta remember it goes this way. But I'm trying to think. I got a ton of stuff that I can do and need to do. I really want to finish. I want to create at least 5 strong pieces to take to Mythical Mountain, the comic shop in my area. There's another spot called Colossal Comics. I'm going to try to put some stuff over there as well. And it's pretty cute. But yeah, party peoples. I think I ran the gamut. Time is it 4 o'clock? Maybe I should start prepping over here for dinner. And then I'll probably paint this thing tomorrow. I have to, dude. I don't know if you work on cars or anything, but I have to replace the MAP sensor, the manifold absolute pressure sensor, and the throttle body. Maybe the map only, but I bought both things just in case because I always overdiagnose. So hopefully it's just that we call it, and it'll be a success. But I'm not a mechanic, so I'm always. But I'll do it if I can do it, if it's near me. If I can reach it with some tools, I'm going to try it. But I think that's it for me. So thank you guys. Thank all of you for showing up, hanging out with me. I really appreciate you. Omer, thank you so much for all the knowledge, for hanging out, man. I appreciate it. Big time. Bigly. Yeah. Hopefully all that stuff goes well with me tomorrow. and I'll have time to start the painting process on this. I still have some ideas of how I'm going to, if I'm going to ink it. Maybe I can spray a fixative and then use a grayish gesso. Or just go ahead and start painting on top. I think it's gonna be all right. It's mainly gray, mainly gray. But anyway, thank you guys and gals. I appreciate you. As always, God bless you. I love you. I mean it. And I will catch you guys in the next one. I will draw you later.